Shuba G is an up-and-coming roots reggae artist with a unique blend of jazz, hip-hop, and Afrobeat. He's currently working on his first album, due to be released later this year. Shuba G is based in London. Shuba G will be in conversation with Sanjay Shrestha. Sanjay Shrestha has been playing music since he was a student at St. Xavier School. In 1997, with Ashish Sinha and Parangat Moktan, Sanjay formed Nepal's first mainstream fusion band, called Shristi. Then, in 1999, he joined 1974 AD as a percussionist. Having developed a taste for reggae, he performs with Joint Family Internationale. Sanjay runs Musicology, a music promotion company.
Yeah. Greetings in the name of the Most High. Echoes in the Valley 2021. We out here. Rise up in the morning, then I burn up the chalice. True herbalist, I don't mean no malice. Bonfire wickedness, light up the darkness. Only Jah know what the fact is. Rise up in the morning, then I burn up the chalice. True herbalist, I don't mean no malice. Bonfire wickedness, light up the darkness. Can't fool I with this Babylon tactics. Bonfire.
Judge only know.
practice.
Weed, marijuana, we call it a wonder plant. Hemp, precious gift of nature. Stand up against the propaganda, favoring super rich, full potential. Utilize hemp and the bullshit. Standing another wrong time, shouldn't consider undone. Industrialize them, suffering long gone. Use power got to make the table turn. Lighting up the light to make them Babylon burn. Roots of the problem, few defending their greed. They demonize the hemp, the vicious systematic brainwashing. Babylon right twist the world. They visualize this war, hunger and prayer. It's the healing of all nations. Fire, fire. It's the healing of all nations. Listen upon to God's kahani. संयोगी न हाँसो हुन्थे लाखों दिन नानी सारा संसार हाम्रो गाजा पुगेको बेतोमे सबले खै कुरा बुझेको गाजा खाँदैमा यहाँ कलङ्कित गर्ने मानसिक यातना कुट्ने र पिट्ने बरु लगाएर दुःख दिने अपराधी हुन सक्दैन पुलिस कहिले मेरो साथी नेपालको कानुन दैवले जानुन नेता हो कि गुन्डा यिनलाई छिटपटे हानुन ज्यान मारा यहाँ भ्रष्टाचारीलाई मौका अलपत्र पर्छ यहाँ सोझा साधा जनता यो हो गान्जाको क्रान्ति Fire, fire. हामी सधैँ विदेशिनु पर्ने खेतीबारी वर्षसम्म बाँझो मात्र पर्ने अन्न बालीसँगै हामीले गाँजा पनि रोप्नु पर्छ गाउँ गाउँ समृद्धि अब ल्याउनु पर्छ यसबाट कागज अनि लुगा पनि बन्न सक्छ अनेकौं रोगको उपचार पनि गर्छ यस दबाई हुन सक्छ हाम्रो अर्थतन्त्रको लाखौं करोडलाई रोजगारी पो है केको क्रान्ति हो गाँजाको क्रान्ति गरिबीलाई हट यहाँ ल्याउँछ सुख शान्ति केको क्रान्ति हो गाँजाको क्रान्ति चारैतिर उन्नति चारैतिर शान्ति केको क्रान्ति हो गाँजाको क्रान्ति गरिबीलाई हट यहाँ ल्याउँछ सुख शान्ति केको क्रान्ति हो गाँजाको क्रान्ति चारैतिर उन्नति चारैतिर शान्ति गाँजाको क्रान्ति जान्छ जाइदेऊ खुसी
मनाउनको लागि खुसी मनाउनको लागि खुसी मनाउनको लागि खुसी मनाउनको लागि
सबै कारणहरू
समेटेर
एउटा आधार बनाउन
मन लागेको छ
सायद तिमीलाई नै
मेरो एउटा
बनाउन मन लागेको छ
खुसी मनाउनको लागि खुसी मनाउनको लागि खुसी मनाउनको लागि खुसी मनाउनको लागि
Big up man like Raju Lawa. Yeah, yeah. Let the home. This is what you're gonna tell ya.
तिमी जान्छौ भनी जाऊ मैले तिमीलाई रोकेको छैन तिमी बस्छौ भनी बस माया लाउँछौ भनी लगाऊ तर मेरो समय हेर नफाला तिमी जान्छौ भनी जाऊ मैले तिमीलाई रोकेको छैन तिमी बस्छौ भनी बस माया लाउँछौ भनी लगाऊ तर मेरो समय हेर नफाला
जानेहरू मत हौ सुनदेखि बाना तिम्रो रङ्गीन भइस तिम्रो फलोस फ्लोस भविष्यमा सानो प्रेमको संसार बनोस् तर माको खेल म खेल्ने छैन यो दो बाटोमा फेरि म पुग्ने छैन मेरो परिकल्पनामा छैन तिम्रो केही भूमिका मेरो समय
हेर नफाला तिमी जान्छौ भनी जाऊ मैले तिमीलाई रोकेको छैन तिमी बस्छौ भनी बस माया लाउँछौ भनी लगाऊ तर मेरो समय हेर नफाला
जहाँ गए पनि मेरो मन त नेपाली अघि बढ्ने छु म सधैँ शिर उचाली तर चित्त मेरो दुख्छ अनि शिर पनि झुक्छ यी नेताहरूको तालले दारिस मात्र उठ्छ जहाँ गए पनि छैन समस्याको हल जति कोसिस गरे पनि छैन कुनै फल मेरो देश मेरो मुटु मेरो गर्व मात्र भूमि जन्मभन्दा प्यारो तर जानु पर्यो छोडी आफूसँग खेल्छौँ हामी मृत्युको छैन डर देश विदेश होस् आफ्नै ठोल गल्ली गाउँ गरी नेताहरूले गरिसक्यो देशको सत्यानाश पूर्व पश्चिम उत्तर दक्षिण सबैतिर हाहाकार लाग्छ डर हरेक पल भविष्य सोच्दा के हुने हो हाम्रो देश हाम्रो जनता तर भोगिरहने छु म यो जीवन सङ्घर्ष नमरेसम्म
Salam namaste Sabairai Salam namaste Raju bhai Salam namaste Didi baini Salam namaste
नेपाली अघि बढ्ने छु म सधैँ शिर उचाली तर चित्त मेरो दुख्छ अनि शिर पनि झुक्छ यी नेताहरूको ताल लेख्दा रिस मात्र उठ्छ जहाँ गए पनि छैन समस्याको हल जति कोसिस गरे पनि छैन कुनै फल मेरो देश मेरो मुटु मेरो गर्व मात्र भूमि जन्मभन्दा प्यारो तर जानु पर्यो छोडी आगोसँग खेल्छु हामी मृत्युको छैन डर देश विदेश होस् आफ्नै ठोल गल्ली गाउँ गरी नेताहरूले गरिसक्यो देशको सत्यानाश पूर्व पश्चिम उत्तर दक्षिण सबैतिर हाहाकार लाग्छ डर हरेक पल भविष्य सोच्दा के हुने हो हाम्रो देश हाम्रो जनता तर भोगिरहने छु म यो जीवन सङ्घर्ष नमरेसम्म
Salam namaste Sabairai Salam namaste Raju bhai Salam namaste Didi baini Salam namaste
Hi Shuba, के छ bro?
Hello Sanjay bro, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good to see you.
You too, my brother.
Hey, how's life in the UK?
Life in the UK is Kibanya, is for me is pretty much the same because I'm maintaining my routine, throughout the whole this COVID madness.
Yeah.
But it's not the same. We are still not fully open yet, but it's quite open. It's almost open, but still not like fully open, which we should be soon. So, but that's just the way it is. How is life in Nepal, man, during these mad times?
Man, it's यहाँ पनि त्यही हो अब बल्ल लकडाउन अलिकति लुज डाउन भएको छ हुन थालेको छ the cases are still on. It's not like घट्या छ तर एकदम घट्या छैन still 15-20% positive rates आइरा छ हैन about average 20 people dying every day. So yeah, COVID is still active and alive. तर गभर्मेन्टले चाहिँ रेस्ट्रिक्सन्स अलिकति लुज गरेको छ होइन and yeah, it's been a mad year and a half, I know, bro, I guess for everyone.
Yeah, everyone, man, everyone.
So
But we're still here, man. We're still here, and you know, we're getting to do this. So I guess you know, even through this madness, we go to count our blessings. So on that note, I just want to say, you know, cheers to you, and and thank you for doing this, man. Organizing this Zoom meeting. You know, I've never done this before. It's my first time. So yeah, brother, respect. So
yeah, cheers to you. And yes, तिमीले भनेपछि I'd also like to thank yo हाम्रो Echoes in the Valley.
Yes, shout out to Echoes in the Valley.
Yeah. Hi. So let's talk about music. I know. I think that is why we're here today. I know we talk about music. Ani मेरो एउटा question. I know you always loved reggae, and I know you've been into reggae scene for a while now. But why reggae? Why reggae?
I don't know. It's just the music that really I sort of connected with on you know, on different level, not just musically, but also from a like unseni as a genre, as a culture. I think it's one of the only music genre that consistently talks about, you know, bringing people together, you know, one love. It consistently talks about justice, equality. I mean, all musicians are like kind of, you know, most of any genre that they are, you know, they do talk about these things, but reggae is the only genre, I mean, that I know that is like kind of you know, conscious, you know, and that's inbuilt in the music, and and that's one of the main reason, I guess. But apart from that, like just you know, the fact that from a musical point of view as well, you know, how the beats, the rhythms, and the bass lines are used, you know, as opposed to some other music, you know, and the more I get to learn about the music and the genre, and the more sort of I interact with you know, Jamaican musicians and reggae musicians, and then people in the you know, reggae fraternity, and also understanding more how it came about, the genre itself evolved, you know, it fascinated even like more and more. And plus also, like, you know, the way I want to express myself musically, you know, is quite sort of it fits with me, you know. I mean, because as an artist, I guess, you know, we all sort of kind of see, you know, we do certain genre or certain styles, or like blend different styles because, you know, it fits our style. So I guess, you know, reggae is, it ticks a lot of boxes for me, you know, in that sense. And also, you know, it's not just, it's got so many other dimensions as well, reggae. You know, I'm involved in the sound system side of things as well, which I'm very into, and I built a reggae sound system here in London. It's called Kingsland Heights, and I'm part of that as well with a few other friends. And I'm also now, you know, developing my own sort of a solo Shuba G as a reggae artist. So, you know, there's the sound system side of things, which is quite fascinating, you know, and reggae takes music, like the recording music, playing of recording music, very seriously, you know. So and all these aspects like combined together, you know, and also the social and side of things, you know, also, you know, it's, yeah. So I guess, yeah, I do, yeah. So sorry, does that answer the question, brother?
Yes. So basically, you think reggae is a conscious music, and it clicks with you, you know. And I know, I mean, अब मैले तिमीलाई चिनेको त निकै भइसक्यो होइन, अनि मलाई थाहा छ before you used to, like, you have played different other genres of music also.
Yes.
होइन, सो तिम्रो पहिला लाइभ पर्फर्म गरेको भिडियोहरू पनि हेरेको थिएँ होइन. when did you decide that you wanted to become a reggae artist? At what point भनौँ न अथवा किन भनौँ न हैन सो कहिले मेरो विचारमा चाहिँ मेरो क्वेसन चाहिँ कहिले चाहिँ तिमीले डिसाइड गर्यो कि म अब ल आई वान्ट गेट इन्टु रेगे आई वान्ट प्ले रेगे म्युजिक भनेर चाहिँ कहिले डिसाइड गर्यो व्हाट मेड यु डु दैट के
I think it was around 2013. Like I was involved. I had a music project before called Yak Attack, and in that project, we were blending, a few different types of styles in there, and dub was, we had a couple of dub tunes as well, fusion.
Right.
So, I was more drawn, I want to explore reggae and dub music more. But 2013 yes, I really want to get into reggae. But life was in a different circumstances. There was that wasn't a priority at that time. I was working for a music venue at that time. I was very busy being a music promoter. At that time, I was also involved with bringing Nepal to Wembley Arena.
Yeah.
So I was involved in all this business side of things. And soon after, I decided to sort of take a break from music, bro. Because I wanted to set up my own business, and I sort of put music thing on the shelf for a little bit. But all that while, I was still studying, learning, buying records. I always had friends. But there's one person, who really kind of influenced me a lot. I should actually mention him. His name is Dr. Das. He's a founder and bass player of this incredible band called Asian Dub Foundation. And it's not even a reggae dub, but it's quite unique. They're quite a big band actually.
Yeah.
And when I met him in 2000, I think it was 5-6. We became good friends, and he had taken sort of kind of break from his Asian Dub Foundation, and he was also helping me with Yak Attack stuff. So he educated a lot. He taught me a lot about the reggae and dub music, and then also he took me to watch this one documentary called Dub Echoes, which was premiering in ICA in London, and he was also in that film among other artists and stuff like that. And watching that film and just spending a lot of time with him, opened me up to reggae music. And also I started going to sound system sessions here in London. It's reggae is a big part of British culture in general, and reggae has influenced pretty much most of the genres in UK. If you and then it's so also being here in London, and then I don't know, it just opened up for me, so from that point onwards. So and come up to 2013 14 I want to get to a point where I really want to start focusing on becoming a reggae artist. I had to sort out my financial situation. I wanted to be in a space where I didn't have to worry about just life in general. You know what I mean? So last year, 2000, towards the end of 2019, I started kind of unpacking my old projects and also recording some new rhythms. So I went into the studio with some proper Jamaican musicians to record rhythms and stuff. So now so it's taken a while from so that they can go and so much in just time in like
it's great, man. It's better late than never once, I know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So absolutely. we would like to wish you all the best, I know.
Thank you, brother.
मेरो एउटा क्वेसन के अब तिमीले अब नेपाली आर्टिस्टहरु पनि चिन्या पनि छौ, नेपाली म्युजिक पनि सुन्या छौ हैन? अनि तिमी अब त्यहाँ युके मा पनि बसेका छौ, युके को आर्टिस्टहरु पनि देखेका छौ, चिन्या छौ र उनीहरुको म्युजिक पनि सुन्या छौ। तिमीलाई त्यो दुईटामा मेन फरक चाहिँ के लाग्छ forget about the genre हैन तर the music scene itself त्यहाँको म्युजिक सिन र नेपालको म्युजिक सिनमा के फरक लाग्छ
Well, I mean, well, the one obvious farak is the is the size of it. You know, I mean, here the music scene in the UK is even globally is quite like kind of polytechnic. I don't know for the tulo
you can make a global brand out of
yeah
the UK.
yeah
okay
yeah so that's another thing I'm working on just to मेरो अहिले गीतहरु पनि छ मैले मेरो इंग्लिश भर्जनहरु पनि छ जस्तो म यहाँ खेल्न जाँदाखेरि audienceलाई जे भनौं अनि and I have made also Nepali version of it which is again a very common thing to do in reggae music as a genre that people make versions you know so definitely that's one striking difference is Nepal is you know is a lot smaller and Amro is quite local you know but now it's changing and it's very interesting the way it's changing because you know I mean you know there was no internet right so there is internet now I mean you can produce amazing things in Nepal and you could potentially get also recognized you know you can find an audience all over the world but the UK might say you know I mean it's got a you know a long tradition of music you know here like a contemporary music
yeah
and then you know I mean it's yeah so just that like kind of sort of yeah that is the size the kind of the amount the establishment established again I've seen whatever the genre of music you're involved in
yeah
it's like you know you can really you just and Nepal is I mean just because it's Nepal you know we are a small country you know I mean and we are still evolving you know in these sort of things so I mean that's the only difference I think because apart from that like you know talent wise I find Nepalese people very talented Nepalese musicians and now I think this generation of people are opening up to new they're getting exposed to more different you know styles and genres and things like that and in time we will see more styles of music you know better production qualities which is already happening I see that you know so yes so I don't know does that answer your question bro
yes totally मलाई चाहिँ एउटा यसमा के एउटा तिमीलाई मलाई फिल भएको कुरा चाहिँ yes definitely the size the history of music and the scene there is completely different from here हैन तर एउटा चाहिँ मलाई जहिले पनि लाग्ने चाहिँ माहौल क्या एउटा इन्भाइरोमेन्ट हुन्छ नि
audience
yeah audience पनि भयो र प्लस फर म्युजिशियन्स अल्सो अब जुन चाहिँ अब डिफरेन्ट जनराको डिफरेन्ट म्युजिशियन्सहरु आएर ज्याम गर्ने कुनै क्लबमा त्यतिकै गरेर यु नो व्हाट आई मिन हाम्रो चाहिँ हाम्रो नेपाली म्युजिक सोसाइटी चाहिँ अलिकति रिजिड छ कि जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई हैन
you are in a better position to like know that I think bro I mean you have played in London you have played all over the world and you know and you've been part of the music scene there for a very long time so yeah I mean you would know better I think
मलाई चाहिँ त्यो शेयर गर्नु मलाई चाहिँ के लाग्छ भने एकदमै बिरलै क्या डिफरेन्ट म्युजिशियन्सहरुलाई इन्भाइट गरेर ज्याम गरेर त्यो आउटकमहरु हेर्ने यु नो व्हाट आई मिन जस्ट र्यान्डम ज्याम अप्स एन्ड मीट अप्सहरु गर्दैनौ क्या हामी अब जस्तै एउटा ब्यान्ड भयो त्यो मात्रै ज्याम गर्छ हैन यु नो व्हाट आई मिन सो एकदमै आफ्नो कम्युनिटी र आफ्नो सर्कलमा मात्र लिमिटेड हुन्छौं जस्तो लाग्छ कि मलाई चाहिँ अनि आई थिंक that is a big drawback to our music industry and the scene and the creativity and the के भन्छ त्यसको actual possibilities जस्तो लाग्छ क्या अनि म चाहिँ so whenever I've traveled जहिले पनि ब्यान्डसँग जाँदा अथवा फ्यामिलीसँग छुट्टीमा जाँदाखेरि हुन्छ नि जहाँ गए पनि I try to check out the music scene there क्या कहाँ लाइभ म्युजिक भइरा छ होइन, कहाँ ओपन माइक नाइट भइरहेछ, कहाँ ज्याम सेसन भइरहेछ होइन। अनि मलाई चाहिँ त्यही लाग्यो कि त्यहाँ चाहिँ एकदम, अनि त्यो मान्छेले एक अर्कालाई जज गर्ला भनेर आई थिङ्क दे आर भेरी लेस वरिड क्या। एकदम ओपन जस्तो लाग्यो, ओपन सोसाइटी जस्तो लाग्यो। हाम्रो चाहिँ अलिकति लजाउने डराउने मलाई लागेको है। अनि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अलिकति पुल ब्याक गर्छ कि जस्तो लाग्छ कि। आई डोन्ट नो व्हाट डु यु थिंक। आई मीन
it's well, I guess that's true. I mean, like, you know, and I've also seen that in a sense, like people, I mean, more Nepal was has you know, we were like एउटै चीज गर्ने अर्को अरु कुनै चीज एक्सप्लोर गर्नलाई चाहिँ मान्छेहरु, you know, we were a bit like kind of reluctant. हुन्छ नि, त्यो चाहिँ नि छ। तर you know, I mean, now I think it's changing, people's mind is changing. तर कस्तो लाग्छ भने एक्सपोजर पनि हो एउटा कुरा मान्छेलाई हैन। कुनै पनि अब जस्तो you know, you traveled, I've lived here, we got, but now I think the young generation people are a little bit more exposed to different ideas and possibilities compared to before, right? For example, I mean, I wanted to ask you this question actually. Just to, you know, you've been with 1974, 80 for a long time, right? And you still play with them, but you know, you went and set up you know, your reggae band,
JFI,
Joint Family Internationale, which is basically Nepal's first premier reggae band. Right? There hasn't been a reggae band in Nepal, so that is the first reggae band, which is great. So what I always wanted to understand how did that come about? Like, you know, I mean, and what was based on things we just talked. Like, what are the like kind of I don't know struggle you sort of found or still like you know deal while you're doing your reggae music? Is so just could you please like just give some backgrounds on
yeah of course. And keep up. I always loved reggae since I got introduced to Bob Marley when I was like, I don't know, 14, 15 years old. You know, त्यति बेलादेखि नै it always got stuck to me क्या। मलाई जहिले पनि एकदम मन पर्थ्यो। अनि मेरो एउटा साथी थियो युवा, he is still around, युवा शाह, अनि उसको घरमा hang out गर्थ्यो। and then he was the one who introduced me to all these different reggae क्या cassette-मा हैन। Bob Marleyको कहिले नसुने एल्बमहरु सुन्थ्यो, Peter Tosh, and you know, all these different Gregory Isaac, all these legendsहरु हैन सुन्न थाले। अनि के भयो भन्दाखेरि 2007 मा चाहिँ I lived in Australia for a year with my wife है। after we got married 2005 मा बिहे गर्यौं। अनि ल एक वर्ष अस्ट्रेलिया बसेर हेरौं त तेरो देश पनि म हेर्छु कस्तो रहेछ, यहाँ बस्नु पर्यो भने इन द फ्युचर इफ वी डिसाइड टु मुभ कस्तो रहेछ हेरौं भनेर एक वर्ष बस्दाखेरि चाहिँ म आई obviously अब म जहाँ गए पनि म्युजिक खोज्ने। त्यहाँ I got introduced to some musicians there, भनौं न local musicians. अनि the reggae music scene was quite big there क्या। अनि त्यो पनि अनि हामी नर्थमा बसेका थियौं, अनि ट्रपिकल ठाउँमा। अनि जुन बारमा गए पनि रेगे बजाउने त्यो साथीहरु पनि। अनि मैले ज्याम स्याम पनि गरे। I really had a great time क्या है। अनि त्यहाँपछि we decided to come back हैन, छोरी पायौं, we decided to come back. अनि मलाई के लाग्यो भने नेपालमा एउटा प्रपर रेगे ब्यान्ड छैन हैन। हो, ब्यान्डहरुले फाटाफुट रेगे गीत निकाल्छन्, थमेलमा कभर ब्यान्डहरुले कभर गर्छन् हैन। अब तर प्रपर रेगे ब्यान्ड चाहिँ छैन। सो एउटा रेगे ब्यान्ड त हुनै पर्यो यहाँ। अनि म आफ्नै लागि पनि क्या, बिकज आई लभ प्लेइङ, एउटा रेगे ब्यान्ड खोल्नु पर्यो भनेर खोज्दा I got I realized Zimba, who's the singer, मैले बच्चैदेखि चिने, तर मलाई कहिले थाहा थिएन त्यसले गाउँछ भनेर क्या। सो उसले रेगे गाउँछ भनेर पत्ता लगाएपछि उसलाई I pulled him in, अर्को स्कुलको साथीलाई pulled in गरेर यताउति गरेर I managed to form a band भनौं न। एल्बर्ट्रसको अभा the bassist, he was our first bass player हैन। उ पनि एल्बर्ट्रस पनि एक्टिभ थिएन त्यति बेला। सो we managed to pull him, अनि स्टार्ट गर्यो JFI स्टार्ट गर्यो, बजायो स्टार्ट। अनि त्यहाँपछि 2009 तिर चाहिँ अनि हर्न सेक्सन राखेर we started having a full sound, full lineup भनौँ न एउटा टाइममा त 11 जनासम्म थियो कि ब्यान्डमा हैन so it felt great तर के भयो भने त्यसको लिमिटेशन्स हुँदो रहेछ के अब अहिले we're 7 in the band अब रेगे चाहिँ अब त्यो हाम्रो एकदमै मेन स्ट्रिममा परेन कि नेपालमा हैन स्टिल परेको छैन अनि प्रमोटर्सहरूले बोलाउन पनि डराउने हेर सात जनालाई तिमीलाई ट्राभलदेखि लिएर फिस तिरेर उनीहरूको एक्सपेन्सेसहरू गर्नु पर्यो हैन सो देयर अल दिस लिमिट सो हामीले बजाउने अब वी बिन लकी वी प्लेड इन थाइल्यान्ड इन्डिया हैन यताउति अलिअलि चाहिँ बजाछौँ हैन तर एकदमै अब त्यो धेरैजना हुने बित्तिकै लिमिटेसन्स हुँदो रहेछ क्या सो बेसिकली JFI is doing reggae for the love of reggae क्या and nothing else अब यो जनराको म्युजिक बजाएर हामी एकदम सुपर फेमस भएर स्टेडियम फुल कन्सर्ट गर्छौँ भन्ने पनि छैन हैन टन्न पैसा कमाउँछु भन्ने पनि छैन but we just love reggae everyone in the band right now and everyone comes from different bands के हैन म भए उ खटेन्जाको रजत छ इनब छ अनि बिजेन छ he comes from a completely different background metal बजाउँछ हैन अनि सो यस्तो गर्दाखेरि but we still अनि विनोद हाम्रो सबिन राईको ड्रमर विनोदले ड्रम्स बजाउँछ अनि so we just do it for the love of it हैन अनि त्यही भएर we just carry on and every time we play live especially we have a great time and I think people who come to our gig have like they have a great time too yeah अब हामीले बजाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ ननाची सुखै छैन के हैन so I think that's the best part when you share the vibe and share the energy and everybody the band and the audience is dancing to reggae music I think that's the best part हैन
yeah
म चाहिँ त्यही हो शुभ
I think you guys are doing a great job man in fact actually Nepal can't remember what year but maybe it was 2000 I was there at that time when you guys were playing in this Musicology you guys were playing and you there was some female white female horn players in a band and in Musicology you guys were performing so and at that time I didn't even know you had a reggae band or I saw it and I was really pleased and actually that inspired me as well that moment saying wow people are starting doing reggae and I felt like always also as a genre because since the reggae जुन हाम्रो one drop beatहरु छ different beatहरु छ नि अब त्यो नेपाली गीतहरुसँग नेपाली उसँग मिल्छ के खास त्यो हुन्छ नि त्यो and I think like the more we produce Nepali songs and people and put out more reggae tunes as much as possible but obviously एकजना आर्टिस्टले एकजना ब्यान्डले मात्रै गरेर it's not possible to create actually one credible scene I mean like you spoke about Australia I mean like you don't think about Australia when thinking about like but I'm sure there's like reggae bands but there's a reggae scene people love reggae there's an audience there people play it I mean they get the vibe they get the bass and the drums and the they get the vibe and New Zealand is big as well reggae there a lot of great bands come from like reggae bands are there in New Zealand also like a fusion of reggae bands मलाई चाहिँ के लाग्छ भने अब okay there's like now there's you guys Joint Family Internationale I'm like sort of starting up and coming in a sense and there's Tashi Cultivation brother as well so it's just only like 3 acts that I know maybe there are others as well so I mean I would love to produce other artists as well I'm saying and I think the more we do I think if people see that like hey this you can do a lot with reggae we need more producers and more musicians and producing more artists. I think like in that way, I think there could be a good future for reggae as a genre in Nepal. Just like Somala, as like we had with rock music. It did. I mean, rock music time to like any. होइन पहिला मान्छेहरू आधुनिक गीत सुन्थ्यो यताउति होइन पहिला पहिला रक ब्यान्डहरू आउँदाखेरि भनौँ त्यो माया मेरी माया भन्ने गीतहरू बजाएर हामीले वाउ हुन्छ so but rock is a pretty prominent thing. We had Nepal play in Wembley Arena. When you guys played to come with 1974, promoters book you to play in Brixton Academy, and these are like legendary venues, man. A lot of big artists going to play there, and I'm the one who sort out everybody's visas as well. I'm the sponsor guy. All the promoters come to me for the sponsorship.
Yeah.
So, and I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, man, like reggae does. I mean, I would love to perform in these venues because that's where I've seen my, my idols, in reggae music,
yeah.
or any music, and you guys actually come and perform there. अब audience पनि छ के यहाँ के अब भनौँ अब के नेपाली audience पनि अब they have evolved ni. Like just 10 years ago, I mean, Nepali artists would come, the promoters would bring the artists and they would just put them in some restaurant to perform next to a buffet or whatever, But since 2013, things have changed rapidly, I mean, now young promoters and that they understand like, wow, I mean, we can actually go and book these proper venues and put our Nepali bands in there. And now hip hop is also the same. Now hip hop, Nepal, nobody cared about hip hop. I mean, it was like a kind of a comedy thing. Hip hop, it wasn't a serious thing. And then hip hop's been around for 12, but like few artists started doing it, and now hip hop has become pretty mainstream as well. I mean, I know. So and I think like I feel like people like us needs to work together, and that's the reason why I approached you and I've approached Tashi Cultivation as well. We could what can we do to help grow this genre of music?
Yeah. No, it's great thing, man. I know we need to come together and look out for each other, promote each other, support each other. त्यो त गर्नै पर्यो यार.
I think in like next few years, 5 years, I really do see like I mean like you guys like coming to London or like it's and I think it's just a matter of like making like some radio friendly songs, like hit songs, just like some like so. I mean, I'm working on that myself as well. I mean, it's another thing I've thought about as well is like also covering like about reggae versions of famous guitars in Nepal. Like I mean, Nepal मन पनि हामीले चिनेको जानेको गीतहरू. If we could get like maybe like a copyright or something, and we can sort of make a reggae remix of those songs, or maybe have all like new singers with Jenny.
Yeah,
that's maybe another way to cover. When Nepali audiences, they love good lyrics. राम्रो lyrics, something they can sing along. I mean, you guys are doing a great job, and
thanks, bro.
And I just hope wish to see you guys more on the Nepalese charts. More and more. And त्यसपछि, I mean, people will get inspired. But at the moment, I mean, and reggae, as like you said, as a genre, and when you go to live shows, people love it.
Yeah.
Reggae music is a dance music at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need more opportunities to connect with the audience.
Yeah, त्यो कुरामा sorry to interrupt. मलाई एउटा चाहिँ के लाग्यो भने शुभ अब हाम्रो यहाँ स्पेशली नेपालमा चाहिँ we don't get to work with the producers के बुझेनौ हैन. So whatever we produce as a band is our production, हैन.
Yeah.
हैन. So it would have been great if there was a reggae producer, हैन, ताकि हाम्रो क्रिएसन सुनेर oh, this is great, this will work, this will not work, हैन. बुझेनौ त्यो बाहिर प्रोड्युसरहरूले गर्छ नि त्यो चाहिँ ल्याकिङ छ के. I wish there was some producers who would do that, मेबी भोलि पर्सि बुढो भएपछि म त्यही गर्छु होला होइन ब्यान्डहरूको तिम्रो यो राम्रो छ
You can
होइन
set up like
तर यु नो
reggae.
व्हाट आई मिन होइन
Yeah,
अब
yeah.
अहिले त हाम्रो आफ्नो आइडिया चाहिँ आफ्नो आफ्नो उसले गर्छौँ होइन अनि देयर इज अ लिमिटेसन टु द्याट अनि आई थिङ्क इट अब युकेमा चाहिँ मलाई थाहा छ कि बाहिर चाहिँ यु हेभ ग्रेट प्रड्युसर्स होइन हु नो एक्ज्याक्टली अनि यस्तो दे इज सो गुड एट वाट दे डु होइन ल यो रिफ यो चेन्ज गर भन्यो त्यो एउटा सानो रिफले नै त्यो गीतको त्यो लेभल नै कहाँ पुर्याइदिन्छ क्या होइन So I wish, but still, we're doing our best, as musicians, and with all the limitations we have, तिमीलाई थाहा छ नि यो financial limitations देखि technological limitations देखि लिएर यहाँ त सबै कुरा नेपालमा त limitations मात्र छ होइन त्यही पनि for the love of reggae we're carrying on, and hopefully one day we can all play in some arena in London, bro. Shuba G,
Yeah, man, absolutely.
GFI, Tashi cultivation, have a reggae festival.
Yeah.
Ziggy Marlere headline goros, हामी पनि सँगै एउटै let's see, man. Who knows, होइन?
No, it can happen. I mean, I believe it can, and I'm more than happy to offer myself and my resources and links and things like that to help facilitate that.
Yeah.
And I've tried to communicate that. I wanted to sort of like, I came down with Channel One sound system. You came down to the show as well.
Yep.
I wanted to come, and I at that time, just a year before that, I came to Nepal and registered a company called One Love Arts and Entertainment.
Okay.
And basically, the aim of that company is to sort of bring music of African origin to Nepal, whether that be reggae or jazz or African hip hop or whatever it is. So my plan was to keep bringing. Obviously, I'm really into reggae. I'm a reggae artist as well. So I want to bring reggae artists to Nepal. Whether it's in a sound and do shows, whether it's in a sound system shows or whether it's a live show and things like that. So one of my idea was to actually, and you guys are only the premier reggae band in Nepal, Unsani. Yeah. And for someone like, and I work with I've got links to all the reggae acts, I know people and we could like bring like someone like Max Romeo, Max Romeo, he's still around, and these guys are like all foundation singers. I went to see them at Electric Brixton, man. They just it's incredible. I mean, their live shows.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to do shows in Nepal whereby we bring some of these legends, bring their maybe core band, and like we could like support them around. We could do a Nepali thing as well. Unsani?
Yeah.
That's one way of doing it, Another way is like if you guys feel like, okay, why don't we send our tunes to be mixed and mastered in London, And I'm in a position where I can do that for people.
Great, bro.
So
we're writing a few tracks. I might take you up on that.
Yeah, no problem, man. And I'm working with some great engineers, reggae engineers, and I'm working. So I'm also making an effort to like just go to So I'm really making an effort to actually go within the community, reggae community here, and work like work in like more authentic way,
right?
Is and draw from that source, directly.
Great.
And also I have plans to in future go to Jamaica as well. I've got my label called Kingslandites, which is a sound system as well.
Yep.
And we're about to do another release, and that is like a international reggae label based in London.
Yep.
And Shuba G is not part of that. Shuba G is a separate thing. But Kingslandites sort of allows me to kind of work in that sort of a level with reggae,
Yeah.
So we have plans to, work with a lot of different reggae artists, from Jamaica and here as well, And the benefit of that is I can draw things from that and help, Shuba G, and also, you know, my Nepali brothers and sisters, and help or be part of that sort of a growth, for our Nepali reggae scene. And I think Nepali reggae, Nepali hip hop, Nepali, it could rock, you know, I mean, it can be on the same level, I think, in next 4 or 5 years. And it's just a matter of, like, you know, kind of doing more releases, combined with few good shows, you know, like Unseni.
Yep.
And I see Nepal about you know, the level has gone up, you know, also, like, you know, in terms of shows and things. I see a lot of big international artists coming and performing there, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, the sound, the quality of the sound, it's a lot changed compared to, like, you know, when we were growing up, brother. I mean, you know how it was.
True.
And I think we need to create these shows in Nepal as well.
Yeah.
And give the audiences, Nepalese audiences, a real flavor of reggae music. And once they get it, you know, I think things will. जस्तो अब के अरे हिपहपमै पनि एक्चुअली यम बुद्धले आयो मजाले नेपाली र्याप गर्दियो अब त्यसपछि people like, wow, shit man, you can really fucking go deep with the Nepali lyrics, you know, like rapping in Nepali भनेर अब अहिले there's so many you know, amazing Nepali rappers, हैन पहिला मान्छेहरु मैले के पनि सुन्थे भने अब I used to be in hip hop before as well, and I used to try and write like songs in rap in Nepali के अब युनि पढ्दाखेरि जमानामा अनि मान्छेले मलाई के भन्थे भने नेपालीमा चाहिँ नि र्याप गरेर सुन्दैन कि नेपाली ल्याङ्ग्वेज चाहिँ त्यो ठीक छैन के त्यो र्याप गर्नलाई भन्थे के मान्छेले मलाई के अनि तर and but you know, but I used to, when I was in uni, this is going back like, you know, 2000 2001, हैन I used to listen to Japanese rap, I used to listen to German rap, French rap, all this kind of. I had friends from all these
language
places.
Yeah, language really doesn't matter.
But उनीहरुको production यस्तो राम्रो के bro हुन्छ नि तिनीहरुको त्यो production यस्तो राम्रो. Okay, I don't understand the Japanese rap, but it kind of like sounds, and I used to think like, hang on a second, I mean Nepali would sound equally nice. कि नेपालीमा पनि हाम्रो पोएट्री कल्चर छ नि, नेपाली नै हाम्रो हैन, तर जुन त्यो खास हामीले चाहिँ नगरे भएर मतलब अब obviously times moved on, you know, technologies kind of developed. You know, technology was accessible to young people. You could make beats on computer. Now you can like do things, right?
True.
त्यो भएपछि चेन्ज भयो. मलाई कस्तो लाग्छ भने रेगे पनि is just a matter of that. जस्तो लाग्छ के मलाई चाहिँ के.
So, you know, bro, तिमीले भने जस्तो we just keep on doing what we're doing, and you know, trying to like, you know, make like get some good stuff out there. Yeah. Excellent.
And also अहिले hip hop मा कसम मैले एउटा यहाँ UK मा भाइहरु छ promoters, they did a lot of hip hop and things, and there was a time in the 90s there was a lot of collaboration going between like hip hop and reggae, okay?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, hip hop comes from reggae, okay, bro? You know, the whole idea of like mixing turntables, you know, when people like DJ Kool Herc, all these people were Jamaican people, you know, and they brought the sound system culture, the reggae culture to New York, and you know, the whole idea of like toasting became rapping, you know, and mixing to, you know, like sampling etauti, you know, is people like King Tubby who invented these things, you know. I know. So all these things actually comes from as roots in reggae, and they are connected. So what is like, look, let's do some collaboration, you know, reggae and hip hop collaboration. To of course, of a young. If you start putting music in context as well, and this way, there's have some kind of educational sort of side of things as well, how the music evolved. It makes it more interesting, I think, you know, for people. Another interesting what I got to learn about reggae, how reggae as a genre came about in Jamaica. I mean, there are a lot of documentaries you can watch on YouTube and things like this. It's quite, I found it very interesting. Jamaica, they used to do this sound system party outside dancing, and people, the promoters would have these massive speakers and they would sell their drinks. And they were dancing to ska, okay, bro, ska music, you know? And ska is like kind of fast, you know what I mean? Like, naच्नु पर्छ नि. अनि मान्छेहरु त्यो गर्मीमा अलिकति पसिना भएर के हुन्छ नि. So they started thinking like, oh man, it's like too fast, and they started to kind of think there's like, you know what we should do? We should bring the bass in the foreground. The bass on the lower frequency, okay? And तिनीहरुले त्यो experiment गर्न थाले के. On the baseline or like Manchester, they could still like kind of hold a group for a very long period of time, still look cool and like have a drink. And he still dance and like not get too sweaty because the bass was moving you, okay?
Yeah.
And they started to like and they came up with the idea, hang on a sec, music at two on the origin bass lines in pasari rakhde.
I see.
I want to listen to bass lines in agadi rakhn thale.
I see.
They actually basically Jamaica is a third world poor country, man, and it's a small island, but they influence modern music incredibly. They gave the world the whole. If it wasn't for Jamaica, we wouldn't have hip hop, we wouldn't have techno, we wouldn't have any kind of electronic music whatsoever, because they invented the whole ideas about sampling, remixing, toasting, using bass and drum as a main thing, and putting everything on top. Reggae the bass is important, bro.
Bass line define garcha ni.
So so those kind of things, because and it's so funny that like, and that's like, how did you come up with that one? That one was any? Because they were getting like dancing to ska music was getting too sweaty for them. So and they sort of came, okay, let's slow it down, but at the same time, keeping the audience there, for a longer period of time. And also like there was a lot of problem in Jamaica in those days, political problems. So it's inbuilt in those, you can feel it like they're trying to bring the Babylon down, And then when you go and listen to a Bob Marley record on a sound system, proper sound system, and they're so serious about the whole audio thing, It's like sound system thing is like bringing your mastering studio to the audience, making people hear the record how it should be, and plus, manipulating and playing with the frequency even further. No other genres of music actually take music that serious, and reggae has always been like kind of going on the grassroots level because it was never promoted because Western media is racist, so they've always hid the fact that like they always take the music from the black people, but they only put their white artists. So that's also I think one of the reasons that like reggae never reached Nepal properly. Okay, Bob Marley was an icon, he got the Toroseni. Even on the like the mainstream medias and the charts, they don't play that much reggae music, because it's a revolutionary music.
Shuba, we're about to run out of time. We have about.
Sure. Sorry.
No.
We can go.
Our your meeting go time another 10 minutes. Bro.
Sure.
I've learned so many and heard so many new things from you. I know it's been great. Is there anything else you'd like to share, or like there's something I really want to say this one. If it's the case, let's share that, and then maybe we can just wrap it up. And
I just want to say like I'm a big like supporter and of Nepali arts and culture. Arts and culture generally, that's my background as well. I know, I've made a living out of it in London for like 12 years, like promoting arts and culture from everywhere. And that's when I thought, like, what, I need to do something for Nepal on that. So, I'm open, to anything, any ideas that can, especially now, with reggae music, I want, us to work together. And also, like build a scene, the genre or wherever. And also, big thanks to, Echoes in the Valley, what they're doing is great, because it's we all know how difficult it is to organize these things. Especially during these times, but thanks to technology, we can do things like that. So, I understand like things there's limitations in Nepal. But also, we must remember that, like, technologies have progressed so much, and Nepalis are now spread all over the world, and we can connect. We can bring resources. There may be something lacking in Nepal, but we can fill that gap because, for example, someone like me is here. So if you say something, oh, you're Pugena, it's just a matter of like knowing that, like, hey, like, there's someone there we can link with, and we can forward. We need to think collectively, and we need to have a broader vision, just like in order to progress anything,
True.
And then things like this, Echoes in the Valley, is providing platform for us to actually voice that and to bring about that understanding, and that's a big thing. So again, shout out to the organizers I'm really pleased that I've been offered to do this, and I was really happy when they said it's going to be with you, and it's only appropriate because guys, we're both putting so much time and energy into this music. I mean, you guys have been doing it for a while, and like I said, if I can help in any ways, then I'm always here. So
thanks, brother. I will take you up on that.
Yes, anytime.
All right, so thank you so much. It's been
thank you so much for all the questions, brother. Yeah, appreciate it.
You, bro. Hey, hopefully soon we can meet in person. Jam gonna suck so, and then again, thanks to everyone at Echoes in the Valley.
And can I ask you also, like,
part of this too? Banana.
What about the when is is there any, because you guys had an album recently, right? A new one.
JFI?
Yeah.
No. We.
What single was it?
Single से release गराएको थियो, but it's been a while. त्यो तर अहिले चाहिँ यो लकडाउनमा I've written a couple of tunes है. एउटा इङ्ग्लिश छ अनि एउटा पुरानो नेपाली पनि छ. आज भर्खर बिहान ब्रेकफास्ट खाँदा एउटा नेताजी पार्ट 2 पनि लेखिरहेको छु हैन. So I'm hoping that we can release an EP soon. So let's see.
And I mean, if you guys want to feature me on, like, give any songs, like, feel free, man.
We'll send you the rough demos, and then you're more than welcome to see what you can contribute. No problem, sure. Of course.
No, but that's great, man. And I wish you guys all the best, and I hope you guys keep creating and keep making more tunes and reaching out to audiences, Right. And also when I come to Nepal, hopefully I can work with you guys, and maybe I can do some performances with the band, my tunes.
Yeah, of course, bro.
And then vice versa. When you guys come here, we need to plan things. I mean, because of this COVID thing, it's been everybody's plan has been changed and cancelled and things like that. But you guys should come to London, and we should all hit the studio and record an album here in London. That's what you.
Things will change. So I'll say, bro, we have to say goodbye. Hey,
cool,
take care, stay safe, and keep making music. One love, bro.
Yeah, respect. One love, brother.
Bye.
Bye.